Welcome to Rome's World Podcast. Today we have our guest, my co-host, beautiful fiance Khadijah Stokes, where she will be diving into her business, giving y'all females great tips.
Thank you for having me as your co-host and your first guest.
Thank you so much. Well, let's dive into the coochie then. When did you start sugaring?
So I started sugaring in 2020, so that makes 5 years. I actually like it, and I've been doing it for 5 years, so I hope to continue to do it more.
Okay, that's good. Where did you start sugaring at?
It's funny you asked that. I started sugaring on couches.
You know, the crazy thing is that I remember those days when you used to tell me that people used to put indents into your couch for all the sugaring that you did.
Yeah, it was my mom's couch. And I was supposed to buy her a new one, still never bought it. But I've been sugaring on couches at my mom's house in a room. And then I've been doing that probably, I would say, for 3 years.
You could definitely say that's the definition of starting from the bottom.
Yes.
This is a three-part question right here. What drove you to start sugaring? Was it being broke? Was it taking care of all the hairy coochies out there and giving them different options of what they wanted to do? Or was it just something that you just said, you know what, I'm gonna try something new and I'm gonna just go all out for it?
It was something that I said I'll try new. I always had a job. I'm a 9 to 5 person, so I want to make sure I have a job. So this just came out of the blue. COVID happened, and boom, I was sugaring.
Yeah, that the whole splitting of the 9 to 5 and entrepreneurs, is that a good balance? How do you balance that?
Well, I used to be a 9 to 5 person, but I'm actually now part time, so it helps. But when I was a 9 to 5 person, I would have to sugar in the morning and then go to work right after. So it would like cut down on how many clients I could actually get because most people have 9 to 5 jobs. So when they're getting off of work, I'm going to work. So then I had to drop down to part time, but that didn't happen for a while.
Okay. Where are you currently sugaring at right now?
I sugar in Middle Island at Precise Beauty Bar.
Oh, okay. It's just you there? It's, like what goes on over there with your sugar? Anything else?
No, we have everything. We have lashes, we have eyebrows, we have makeup, we have hair, we have me.
That's what that matters. The best in Long Island. What made you come up with your Instagram name? That's just so intriguing. Naked Sugar. Please explain.
Actually, one of my coworkers at my other job helped me with that. It was kind of strange. I was like, oh, I want to start the sugaring business. And I also want like a name that nobody has because most people just say sugaring this, sugaring that. So I wanted to be different. So when you actually look me up on Instagram, my name pops up right away. Like it doesn't pop up with other people. Like I'm Naked Sugar it pops up right away at the top. So that was something I had to learn because this is my third page.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
clearly got
remember
banned a
the
lot of
whole
times.
getting banned, and I remember those days.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I learned from a person. Her name is 5 Star Chick, and she taught me how to make your name pop. So it's certain hashtags and certain things that you should put at the top of your Instagram so you can pop up. And when I mean pop up, you can pop up by yourself. You don't want to pop up with you and 5 other people.
Yeah, because it's always every time you want to find something, you can never find it. But when
Yeah.
you don't want to, then it's just there, it just pops up.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. Can you explain to ladies that has concerns about sugaring, like what's the difference between sugaring, laser, and waxing?
Okay, so I do sugaring. Sugaring is a natural substance. It's made with sugar, lemon, and water. You can actually eat it. It doesn't contain any chemicals in it, and it's natural for the body. So people like that more because it's also not hot. So it warms up with my hand heat and your body heat. So that's safe. Waxing is actually hot as hell. I used to get waxed at European and my lips would still burn when I got in the car. So like With sugaring, you don't get that sensation. Also, hard waxing has resin in it, which is a chemical. So you're putting that on your skin, and actually, that wax can rip your skin off if the person doesn't know what the hell they're doing. So you want to stay away from that. Lasering, I actually just took a laser course.
Yes, you did. We're gonna get into that.
And lasering it's not permanent hair removal because that would be electrolysis, which is another type of hair removal. But lasering can help with up to 80% of permanent hair removal. So of course you're gonna have to keep coming, but that's for people who don't want to keep sugaring every 4 to 6 weeks. With lasering, you can probably wait 8 weeks on your legs versus 4 to 3 weeks.
I heard that laser, like once they do it, you don't have to you don't have to come back for like a while or something like that.
It's true and not true because once again, electrolysis is permanent hair removal.
Wait, that's a big word. Repeat that word again.
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis. I can't say that word. Go ahead.
That's permanent hair removal. Like that means permanent. Like it's not growing back. Laser hair removal helps with up to 80%. So hair is still going to grow back, but not as epletion, which is with waxing and sugaring. So that's going to grow back every 4 to 6 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, however.
So within what you do as sugaring, do you feel that women have to prove themselves more in the entrepreneur world than men do in certain stages?
I'd say it's probably always been like that, but women rule the world. And I don't know, that doesn't really bother me because I'm a go-getter, so I'm going to get it regardless. Anything I put my mind to, I'm going to do it and I'm going to get it. So
The crazy thing is that you had a dude that came in. Please explain that because I was very upset with that.
you mean like a dude getting a man's alien?
Yes, exactly that word.
Well, he's loyal, first of all. And he's my only guy. I mean, I wish I had more men, but it's also hard to get men because some men sexualize it with hair removal because, yes, it's out, but also I'm not worried about that. I just want to get the hair off, get the money, and go. I got bills to pay. You want to be bald. We
Yeah.
both got stuff to do.
Hurry up and get out. That's my motto when it comes to them. So you had dragged me out to a competition out in Atlanta. Can you dive into that and tell me what did you learn from that?
So that was called the Skin Games. It's a competition.
Shout out to Skin Games.
It's a competition. It pretty much is all things beauty, lashes, facials, body sculpting, cool sculpting, pretty much all things beauty. I was in a sugaring competition and I'm kind of mad at myself. I only did the Brazilian category. I should have done all categories, but I was also scared. And I was also humble enough that I didn't even think that I was going to win anything. I'm just like, all right, I'm going to do it. Take my family. We're going to go. Hopefully I come back with an award and they'll be like, damn, you took me all the way to Atlanta for no reason.
So there was winning involved, I see.
Oh, yeah, there was winning. So I did win in the Brazilian competition. It is 3 people in each category.
Don't put the trophy down. Let them see
I
that.
got 3rd place in the Brazilian category. I love this trophy. It means a lot to me because I didn't think that I was going to win anything. I just literally was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. If I win, fine. If I don't, fine. Because I even got free stuff. So if I didn't win, I still took something home. But I did win, and it's very gorgeous. 3rd place. It says Brazilian Sugar Artist of the Year. So it was March 18th, 2023.
That's the 2nd one because the first one had broke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Why you had to tell them about that?
Well, I mean, I just had to let it be known. I look a little chipped, but.
Yes, I was actually going to the airport and I broke it.
Shout out to the airport.
But wait, this award lets people know that I'm not just calling myself the Sugarista of the Year.
There's proof behind it.
Yeah, people who are 5-star Sugaristas and were judges that judged me. So that made me feel good. And it wasn't just me in the room, it was three heat waves. So it probably was like 12 people in each wave.
Yeah, I know. I was there for like how long was it? Like 4 hours, and I had to use the
Oh, it
bathroom, and
was
I didn't
like,
was scared to get up
yeah, it was a
because I wanted
while.
to record you. Yes, loved it. I loved it. So, do you teach any classes?
No, I don't teach classes, but hopefully this year I can get that together. Teaching classes is not easy. It's kind of hard showing people, a new technique and hoping that they learn it, because I don't want to just show you and then you go home and you're like, damn, I just paid all this money and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like more of a one-on-one thing.
Yes. So hopefully I start to curate that together and be able to give classes, because people do ask me. Even when I first started, people were asking me, and I'm like, damn, like I don't even know what I'm doing, and you want me to teach you a class. But hopefully, I can get that going this year.
So, this picture that I had up here was when you first came, and how did it feel when you like it was like a walk of fame when you had your picture down and your sticker on the floor?
Oh my God. When I came in, I seen so many people's pictures down on the floor, and I'm like, wow, like I hope I find mine. And I found it right away, and I was like, wow, like
Y'all was sleeping on me.
I'm really like a star. Like I'm famous already, and I didn't even win nothing. Like I'm just here.
That's like, what is that? We could say that's the Sugarista Walk of Fame.
Yeah. Or you could say beauty walk of fame, because it wasn't just sugaring. It
Oh no,
was
you're
so
right.
many different categories.
It was. It definitely was a lot of
Yeah,
categories.
so you could say it was a beauty walk of fame.
And then the fact that after you won and then you went back and took a picture, how did that feel? Taking a
Oh
picture back
man,
in
that felt good, because for the people who probably didn't get anything and they're walking by, they're like, "Damn!" Like like they're looking, and then some people just saying, "Congratulations, congratulations!" Like you're just saying, "Thank you, thank you." So that made me feel good, because it's like, again, I didn't expect that I was going to win anything. I just thought I was going to go and say that, okay, I did something. I went to a sugaring competition, but I actually went and won.
It was a great experience. Like, I was happy for you. You showed out and you just proved everybody that you are the best in Long Island. I would say that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So is sugaring the only service that you do? I remember. I'm sorry. I seen that you said you was diving into we use wax, not waxing, lasering.
Yes. Sugaring, I do body sugaring only. I specialize in Brazilian waxing. I really don't do anything else. I want to add the laser, and also I'm thinking about adding permanent jewelry, just to have like a little side thing.
You can never have enough.
Oh yeah, summer's coming. People love jewelry, so I hope that's a hit.
The permanent jewelry, yes, that should be a hit. Or you feel like the service that you give now, do you feel it will pick up a lot more within the summertime?
Yes, because women have the concept that they're going on vacation, they want a Brazilian wax, but that's not really the concept. You should be sugaring or whatever type of hair removal you're doing all year round. Don't just stop because it's winter. Oh, no one's seeing me. Or
So females be
Valentine's.
females be having hairy coochie in the wintertime?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or Valentine's Day comes up and you're like, oh, I want to get a wax. Like, no, get the wax all year round, because then when summer comes, you're not in there sweating. You're in there for 10 minutes versus maybe 25 minutes, because I haven't seen you all winter.
Well, within that, please explain the stages from if you're just going in right now. Just please explain the stages of when should you come back, what you should do, and what you should not do.
Okay, so when you should come back is every 3 to 4 weeks. You shouldn't wait a threshold of 7 weeks and then think that, it's just going to be a quick service and you're in and out and there's no pain. What you shouldn't do is any sexual activities for 24 hours, any saunas, pools, sweating, working out, anything that's going to cause friction that will irritate the area,
So
because your skin is
basically,
open.
just don't live because
It's only for 24 hours. And if you have a date to do something, then you should do that 3 days prior. Don't do it the day of or the day before.
no, I figure you girls usually will before I knew girls would always be like, "Oh, I need to get my thing done just because of this day that's happened, this date that's happening that I'm going on."
Sometimes the date is a day of that they're getting it done, the service. And then they kind of don't listen, and then they get mad if something happens. And then here I am, I have to fix it.
True. See, these are things I don't understand. I'm learning while I'm going. So, for the new ladies that's working on being new estheticians, what advice would you give them?
So for people who want to be new estheticians, I would say first get your license.
I feel like
Because-
that's like the hardest part.
Yeah, or first find the school that you can be able to go to. And most schools have financial aid if you're not able to pay the fee right away. The course is $10,000, and you can go full time or part time. Then I would say once you take the test, you could come to me because I also help people with the practical. So that will give you another step because people get scared. Because sometimes when you're in aesthetic school, they don't teach you like every single step you need to know, or like how's the proctor going to be standing, who's going to be next to you. So since I went through it, I have some of the, ideas, and I could be able to tell people like, oh, do this instead, do that instead. And then once you do that, maybe make an Instagram page and get to it.
Kind of like with how teaching a class.
Yeah,
That could be your start right there.
I'm working on it.
So what you talked about with the permanent jewelry, can you dive a little bit more into that?
Oh, so permanent jewelry is pretty much jewelry that you can't take off. People get bracelets, necklace, rings, but the rings you could take off because you could slide it up and down. It could be 14 karat gold, sterling silver, rose gold. Pretty much it could be fake or real. You could add charms to it, and it's welding. So I actually would weld it onto your whatever body part you ask me to put it on. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
And it doesn't tarnish. You can get in a shower with it. You could do whatever you want. And then if you want to take it off, then I would probably give you one time to weld it back on for free. And then any other time, you would have to pay.
Do you feel that there's enough sugaring establishments going on in Long Island right now?
Well, now that since Sugaring NYC is a franchise business, there are more coming out. There's one that just opened up in West Babylon, which is like where I used to live, like around in that area. And there's one even by me in Middle Island towards like Smithtown. So they are opening up. I would have loved to franchise one myself, but then I couldn't do Sugaring myself, meaning I couldn't have Naked Sugar and Sugaring NYC. It would just have to be Sugaring NYC.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Do you
And that kind of sucks because I did want to franchise. I had a moment of like, oh, I'll just franchise and
Yeah, I remember
teach
we had
people.
that moment that we was thinking about doing that.
teach people how to do sugaring because that would be like a class. But then it wouldn't be like Naked Sugar. It would be Sugaring NYC. So like following their guidelines.
They're taking away
Yeah, like it would be my franchise, of course, but it's not my name. So I was like, okay, but there's more people trying to get into it, even with the classes. Like people want me to teach them, so maybe
that
we'll
teach
see.
word keeps popping up.
We'll see.
Teach.
It's not an easy thing.
It's not.
I have a lot to do.
So what's the Naked Sugar's 5-year plan?
A 5-year plan. I don't really have one. Everything that I've said I was going to do, I kind of done. Now it's just elevating, getting more money, and probably just hopefully figuring out my next step. But my next step is looking for a laser hair removal machine. So I'm kind of doing the things already. I don't think I need 5 years to establish.
Because you're ready rolling right now with everything you're doing.
It's going. I said I wanted to sugar. I got my sugaring certificate. I said
Check.
I wanted to get my waxing license. I got that.
Check.
I said I wanted to be an esthetician. I got that. I said I wanted to take a laser hair removal course. I just did that. So everything that I said I'm going to do, I just do it. I think when you set 5-year plans, sometimes maybe you're not even going to go off it. Like, is it going to take me that whole year to be like, okay, I'm doing this? Like, no, like if I'm going to do it, now it's time. So for instance, I just took the laser course last month. Now this month, I'm looking for machines.
How was that laser course that you had took?
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. It was a week. I took it in Manhattan. I commuted back and forth on the train, so it was simple. I liked it.
So how do you choose, as in like, what's more enjoyable for you now, if you dibble dabbling within the lasering, and then you want to try to do the permanent designing? What's more enjoyable for you?
So doing the laser hair removal, or once I do it, I should say, it will still be enjoyable because it's still hair removal, and I'm still going to do the sugaring. I'm not going to let that go because some people might want to stick with sugaring. Some people might want to say, oh yeah, I'm just going to choose laser hair removal now. So that's what makes me love both of them, because it's still hair removal. And the permanent jewelry, that's once I get that down packed, that's like, I think it's a 5 minute welding. So I'm not even going to be seeing you for that long. That's just, I could probably do that in between a Brazilian wax.
Do you feel like you'll be losing clients
For what?
if with not sugaring as much?
I'm still going to sugar. Again, the services is up to you. I'm not going to be that person when you learn a new service and you want all your clients to switch over to that service. I'm not going to do that, but I will give them a discount on their first service. And if they like it, then we could talk about the packages. Maybe they do want to do it. But if they want to stick to sugaring, then we just stay with sugaring.
So yes, you is there any shops that you're looking to open up? And what should I say, a shop that you're looking to open up?
Yeah, so right now, no shops, just looking for my laser hair removal machine and just keep thriving with what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a pleasure to having my co-host, my fiance on. Any shout outs that you want to do?
Yes, so my Instagram page is Nakedsugar. You can find me at Precise Beauty Bar in Middle Island. And yeah, you can use my Instagram hashtag. You can click the link in my bio. You can book your appointment. Or you can call me because I have a business phone. Duh.
Shout out Skin Games again. Don't forget that. That's where
Oh,
you
yeah.
started from.
Shout out Skin Games, of course.
Well, before we leave here, I got a little thing I want to start it up. That you spin the globe or wherever that you want to go. You sign your name, put your Instagram name, tag it up. So go ahead. Why don't you do that?
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to spin it because I told you I'm a person that does what they say they're going to do. So in December, I want to swim in the Arctic. I saw it on TikTok, so I'm just going to sign in the Atlantic Ocean because I'm literally going to do that in December. And he doesn't swim, but he's coming. So
I was just about to say, right? I know I have to be there.
so I'm going to sign the Atlantic Ocean because we're going.
Beautiful. And that's it, right? That's it for the first episode of World's Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.